scary as they used to be, in my opinion. Now, have you found yourself watching a new horror movie that recently came out and you're not even fazed or scared by it? Because I know I'm not. And do you remember watching horror movies 5, 10 years ago when you were younger? Shitting bricks, actually having your eyes closed and like, peeking through your hands. Yeah, that was me as well. And same doesn't apply anymore. In my opinion, horror movies have fumbled, as we all like to say nowadays. Horror movies have fumbled. In this video, I want to give you 4 main reasons why I think horror movies are no longer as good as they used to be. Stay until the end, where I explain my biggest issue with horror movies nowadays. The first reason being why horror movies are no longer as scary as they used to be is jump scare overdose. Archie, what the fuck is jump scare overdose? It's basically overdosing you on jump scares. So basically with jump scare overdose, what they do is take a jump scare, put it in your face, and expect you to automatically cover your ears because how loud it is and obnoxious. Let me go more in detail. Do you remember watching the 2018 The Nun? The film was basically 96 minutes of cover your ears, but not your eyes. Because again, the jump scares were loud as fuck, but not scary visually. So you could be like straight up watching with both your eyes just open, having the eye staring context with the Nun. When it comes to the noise and the jump scare loudness, it's not pleasant. And it's not scary, which in my opinion, it's supposed to be. Now let's compare this 2018 film to one of my favorite horror films, the 1978 film Halloween, directed by John Carpenter. The film was able to build suspense and the tension in your silence without having to make your ears bleed. It just proves that you don't need to make people's ears bleed to have them scared, which again, modern horror doesn't even do that anymore. It doesn't even scare you. Why is it horror in the first place? Now, before you rant in the comments and start hating on me, these are just my personal opinions. You could agree or disagree down in the comments. What do you guys think of modern horror? The second issue with the horror genre nowadays, and in my opinion, the biggest issue, it is reusing the same material over and over again. Basically, remakes. Hollywood thinks if they make a movie once and does perform really well, let's make a second one. Change up the story, the plot a little bit, change the actors, and boom, different movie, and change the title. Almost identical plot, setting, except, again, a little mixed up. And in my opinion, they do that a lot. I was recently watching live streaming upcoming horror movies, and a trailer came out for the movie 28 Years Later. And while I was watching it, my thought was, hold up, this reminds me of The Quiet Place, this reminds me of Bird Box, and this reminds me of the 28 Days Later, 28 Years Later movie. Apparently this is a sequel, I'm guessing, I don't know. But this is very overused, and when I was watching, I was like, it gave me the reason to make this video. Reason number 3, super predictable plot lines. I don't think this one needs any explaining, but if you want to explain it, I got you. Did you ever get deja vu while watching a horror movie for the first time? Well, surprise or surprise not, they're probably working off the same checklist. For example, haunted house, creepy doll, everyone gets killed, slashers, possessed kid, and repeat. You can literally fill out a bingo card somewhere and predict every surprise cliche in advance of these movies. Unlike the classics, old horror movies, where you know what to expect because they had a new plot, a new set of rules each time. And the uncertainty of not knowing what came next was actually fun. Honorable mention, Megan. I'm sorry, Megan is a good horror movie? Megan is a horror movie? Did you hear of Winnie the Pooh, the slasher? I'm sure you didn't hear of it. And forget I even mentioned it. There's no need to watch it. If I were to tell you, oh, Winnie the Pooh slasher came out, and if you were to watch it, I bet $1,000 that you knew what was coming and that everyone's just gonna die to this weird ass looking bear costume wearing men. Or again, if Megan, for example, if I were to show you a poster of Megan or the trailer, I'm sure you would know the whole plot by the end of the trailer without having to watch the movie. because horror movies just became so predictable. And reason number 4 why horror movies are no longer as scary as they used to be: the blank characters. Many newer horror movies nowadays, even with A-list celebrities, feature protagonists with the same personality of a cardboard cutout and just super generic and stupid, have no survival skills. Have you noticed that? And when the characters are that and super two-dimensional, it's hard to really care for them. Quick, name the hero of the movie The Nun. Got you. You don't remember? Neither do I, to be honest. But by contrast, classic horror movies gave us memorable characters like Laurie Strode or Jack Torrance. And so we actually cared who lived or who died. And just even caring for the characters, as little as that, makes this scares that much better. All right, those will be the 4 reasons why I think horror movies are just bad now. Now for my personal biggest issue with modern horror movies. Pretty controversial. Modern slashers. I don't know about you guys, but my favorite type of horror is possessions, exorcisms, poltergeists. Not really slashers. Don't get me wrong, slashers are amazing, but let me know what you think. In my opinion, I think slashers should have their own genre. It should be horror and then slasher. But when we do apply those changes and everything's updated, there's gonna be half the horror movies and half are gonna go into the slasher genre. Again, slashers are not bad at all, but I just sometimes hate seeing when I search up upcoming horror movies and half of the list are slashers. In my opinion, slashers are just not as scary as possessions and poltergeists. In my opinion, again. What do you guys think? Please let me know down in the comments. I hope I don't get slaughtered down in the comments for my hot takes. And I hope some of you can agree with my opinions on all of this. And Hollywood, if you're watching, my message to you is please don't copyright my videos anymore and try to make new horror better with characters that are not two-dimensional. Anyways, that will be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comments, please. Have an amazing rest of your day. Peace. Oh, and if you like this video and liked my opinions, please leave a like. That means a lot. Makes my channel grow. Thank you so much. I love you all. Again, peace. So sorry, I forgot to mention. When I watch horror movies or horror movie trailers, 2 things apply. A, it's an unknown studio, not A24, not, I don't know, Universal, Century, none of those. It's an unknown, it's not even Blumhouse, it's some other indie studio. And all the actors are not A-list celebrities and just small actors trying to make it big. A, the movie can be fan-fucking-tastic, and B, it could be absolute waste of my fucking time. What do you guys think? And the second thing, like I mentioned, is Hollywood just remaking the same thing over and over. It's gotten boring. I am no longer looking towards any new horror movie coming out because I already know what to expect based off the trailer. Again, please let me know down in the comments your thoughts on this. And again, have an amazing rest of your day.